Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of my series Quick Tutorials. Today, I want to show you the power of events and why you should be using them when it comes to procedural generation. For a quick overview of what events are, they are essentially a fireable action where other classes and methods are able to subscribe to this event, as when this event is called, those methods will execute, or the code blocks will execute. For example, in this scene, we have 4 scripts: Event Manager, Event C, B, and A. If we open up Event Manager, we're defining a delegate void called dEvent, then we're creating a public static event called onEventFired. Then in the start function, what we're doing is we're asserting that onFired is not null, and then we are invoking it, which means we are firing this event. Then if we look in Event A, what we're doing in the awake function, we're saying we want our method printHello to subscribe to this onEventFired event, so that whenever this event is fired, this printHello function will be called and will print hello from event A. Same with event B and same with event C. So if we head to Unity and I click play, we will see that our print methods for event C, B, and A are executed. However, we are not calling them in any specific awake, start, or update function. So how is this happening? Our event manager, when it starts, fires out a trigger that these events have subscribed to and are listening to. And we can have multiple functions subscribed to these events. So for example, I can copy this, paste printHello 1, put event A1, and then have it subscribe to this onEventFired event. And we can do printHello 1. Click save. And back in Unity, if I rerun this, we can see print event A1 has been fired. Making them static allows you to access them from any class. So to show you the true power of this, in my recent episode 9, path generation, if we go into the code, I'll quickly create an event and have something subscribed to it. So in the path script, after the path generation, say I wanted to invoke a specific function or functions. How can I go about this? Of course, I can map across the script here and then use the reference to call the function within that script. However, using events is a lot easier and, in my opinion, a lot better. So how can we do this in the path script? Firstly, we need to define a delegate, and then using the delegate, we define an event. So at the top, we do a public delegate void d event handler public static event of type d event handler called path generated event. And after we've defined our static event called path generated event, we need to invoke it. So we can do that at the bottom of the generate path script outside of the if statement, and we can say path generated event question mark to make sure it's not null dot invoke. And I've created a script called afterWorldGenerated, which subscribes to this event, and then when the event is invoked, the do something method is called, which will just print hello, the path is generated. So if we head into Unity, make sure our afterWorldGenerated script is attached to our script's game object, or any object for that matter of fact. Click play, and we can see in the console that hello, the path is generated has been printed, which means the event was fired successfully and subscribed to successfully. And one more super useful thing that I think you should know is that we can actually pass variables and classes into this event. So any subscriber of this onEventFired will be able to pull those values and use them. For example, when we define the delegate void dEvent, in the parentheses we can say game object test, which means that this delegate requires a game object. Now we can quickly create a public game object called test object. And when we fire this event, in the evoke function, in the parentheses, we pass in this test object. And now if we head over into event A, we can see that we have errors because in the functions, we're not specifying the game object that we should be receiving when this event is fired. So if I quickly do some cleanup and remove event B and C, remove print hello 1, and in this print hello, in the parameters, I specify a game object called test game object. We can print, instead of hello from event A, we can print game object name, passing in our test game object dot name. Click save, create a game object called I am a game object from an event. Assign this object to our test object. Click play. And we can see in the console that our function successfully received the I am a game object from event, which is held and assigned in the event manager. If you'd like to learn more, as always, the resources are in the description down below. Thanks.